Ba-da-ba-da. And then I'll wait for this to catch up so I can add the thumbnail to YouTube. And
Ooh,
then
can you put this?
we will be
Put
Gucci.
the stream. Can you put the stream link in the chat?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fucking spam calls calling me now. I hate applying for jobs, and your email fucking phone number gets everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yep.
Why is this legal?
It didn't used to be. Thanks, Congress.
Thanks, Congress. You help us so much.
Well, we have no idea how they got your phone number. You should be more careful online. Okay, I'll just not apply to any jobs ever again.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
What kind of jobs are you applying for, if you don't mind
Ones that'll
me
hire
asking?
me.
True.
I actually put that I'm disabled on the form, because if I'm going to a job, they better know that I ain't doing some BS.
Oh.
I actually might get set up like a job at Wells Fargo. Or some banking company that's like kind of low-key getting outed for not hiring enough like diversity with like LGBT and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they're like, oh no, we need people that have been like diagnosed with shit. And I'm like, hi,
Diagnosed with gay.
I'm diagnosed with the gay. Am Grill will go to school for programming. Please hire me. I'll sit in the back room all day. I don't care.
Mood.
Listen,
You just want me there so you don't get in trouble by like the IRS or something. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right.
Ready, Freddy.
And so we begin.
Hello.
Ice Mountain Madness is the current music ambience if you want to set that up for yourselves. Okay. Last time, Batul, Donata, and Fiddlemid had found themselves stopped in a moment of time. The world had frozen around them, and they made contact with a dealer who had appeared before them in purple with a green table. Together, they played a duck version of a get-to-know-you game, essentially. And from that, Batul made a bunch of money.
Hell yeah.
And after much deliberation, eventually the dealer and their table vanished, and the world seemed to begin to flow back into the correct form of time. And then it didn't. Zora, you feel yourself rise into cognition. Do you know that feeling when you've been like laying out in the sun with your eyes closed and then you finally open your eyes and just everything feels a bit more raw, I guess?
Sure.
Yeah. You have a little bit of that right now as you blink into suddenly, and this change is very sudden for the rest of you as well. Many of the features around you have vanished and the world has turned to gray. The snow is gone. The tree stump that was formerly here is gone.
My stuff!
The Everice and the Dragonborn and whatever their great sword was has also vanished.
Cry.
And you all see that Donata has turned to gray in a similar state that Zora once was. What do you do?
All right. You're alive now, right?
Yes. I'm awake.
Did you see anything when you were out?
No, I didn't see anything. But I did sense, that things were changing and around me, and I felt some of that kind of like runic magic disappear.
Hmm.
Should we go check out the big room?
Yeah.
And so you go. Fatal Mid, or Elk, I guess I should say. When you move, Dragon select both you and Donata at the same time.
Like this? Oh,
Yes,
you're
exactly.
coming with me.
Fatal Mid, as you move, you feel Donata's very.
Spin both of us.
Donata, while still, moves with you in the exact orientation as when you first entered this state.
I shall make sure Donata does not bump into anything.
Good luck.
Wait, why are there two of them?
Two of what?
Oh no, that's just the top. It shows Donata also selected. I thought there was the second token.
Screams.
You all enter into the center chamber, and as you do, you find that it is now featureless.
That's a bummer.
Hmm.
I'll go get all that set up. All of the fog has vanished. You remain in an empty stillness.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Where's the the room person?
Your taskmaster, a skill.
Yes. A skill, yes. Do you think that they're outside? Should we go look for them?
Yeah, I mean, she was.
We can look for her in the room that she was previously in. If anything, she's probably gonna be in there.
Yeah, that's
That
where
sounds
she
great.
was last time. Think.
Let's see if she
The
knows
room
anything.
is empty.
Nah, this bitch empty.
All the skeletons
Yeet.
previously residing here, even the brazier itself, all of the broken ice that you had previously broken, all of it is gone.
Are the doors gone? And they're just like open holes?
They're open holes, yeah. It should look more like that and that.
I do not sense anything other than the stone around us. Odd.
Neat. It empty. So who wants to crawl back down the mountain face?
You all feel finally something break the stillness as a soft wind begins to ebb through, as once more a purple figure manifests and should be fucking top down. They almost seem to have stumbled out, and their hand is over their shadow of a face. They peer around at all of you.
Oi, did you up and stop time? You got another game of cards for us?
Shakes no. Make an insight check, everyone.
Insight. Think. Nah, bruh.
No shit.
Not for but cool.
Yeah, that one.
Nice. 20
Nice.
for Fatal Mid.
I know everything. I know all there is to know.
And Trisha with nat 1. All right. Zora, you are primarily slightly baffled by the figure in front of you with the purple hood and like a vest. You also see beneath the vest, they appear to have some type of top piece that specifically has a piece cut out specifically for the cleavage, which seems odd, but also you're no stranger for letting a little bit of cleave hang out. I say as I look at your character art. You are just primarily mystified by this person. They're about a solid foot shorter than you. They're the only person they're taller than is Fatal Mid by maybe like half a foot.
That's not an accomplishment.
No.
Not in this campaign.
But Fatal Mid, you just feel the vibes coming off of this entity, and you feel anxiety, worry, and a sense of warning.
You do not know why this is happening as well, don't you?
They pause for a second as they seem to like kind of scrunch their hand as they're not really sure what to make, but they point at you and shake their head.
Wait, in what motion of shaking?
The horizontal version. If it was vertical, I would say nod.
Okay. I don't know why my brain decided to not understand that, but sure did.
No, fair enough. The entity points at each of you and says, or doesn't say, points at each of you and puts up 2 middle fingers with like a very emphatic gesture. Just like arms are going up and down and they do not seem excited.
I mean, same. Me too. I vibe with that.
And then you feel looming. You feel the gravity itself alter. A force to the north, and you turn to see this entity. Before you,
Oh my gosh.
you see some form of eldritch monstrosity atop their, wherever their head would be. You feel the presence of a black star, and orbiting around them is a ring of asteroids. The dealer looks to all of you, and everybody once more make an insight check.
Okay, gotcha. And sight. Noise! I
Hell
got
yeah.
it.
Fatal Mid with a 24, very good. And Zora, what you got? What you got? That's good enough. They make the very clear sign that Batul you immediately read, as you have seen it many times before in your times in childhood, of good luck. And the dealer vanishes. And now
Cool.
we enter into a very curious phase. No. You stay there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There's now a very important phase that's about to happen, which will be new to everyone except for Jewel.
Oh.
Now I tell you about this creature's base traits. Basically, these are traits reserved for boss monsters, essentially, that
Legendary.
are reserved specifically for boss monsters so that you all are more informed about the stakes that are had. In all of this grayness and emptiness, as you feel this gravity shift and the rocks begin to orbit around this creature, you notice specifically that color and manifestation is being sucked into the black hole above its head, and that it itself is swirling with colors, many of which you can't even properly comprehend. Well, much like it's nothing seen on Earth. Blah, blah, blah. And this creature, the Eternal Annihilation, has 3 base traits. Eternal. The Eternal Annihilation cannot be killed, but can be defeated. Judgment. The Eternal Annihilation is scaled to be difficult, but not impossible. And Ruthless. The Eternal Annihilation may choose to attack a downed player if it is convenient. This is a battle for your lives. And now, we will roll initiative.
1 spell slot. It's gonna go great.
Bullshit, really?
Yes!
The fuck did you? Oh, right, yeah.
Haven't
thought
slept yet.
I thought that, we were gonna sleep and stuff. And that time stop wasn't gonna happen twice.
Yeah, imagine.
Or, Channel Divinity would sure be nice, but
For the purposes of this, you have completed a long rest.
Thank you, Tomato.
Thanks for that heads up. Otherwise, this would have gone very, very horribly.
Yeah, you'd be asking me why I'm healing. It's like, I wonder why.
I don't know.
And with that, I also leave you with some cool new battle music. As I also put around. All right.
I hate raid bosses.
Good to do. And
At least it's not a bullet hell.
I prefer bullet hells.
I don't
I
like
like
bullet
bullet
hells.
I like them a lot.
oof.
They're fun.
And that's up. If you would all like to hit Control G to enable the grid, yeehaw.
Yep, did.
Control what?
G.
G.
Oh,
And Batul already snapped a
Okay.
grid. Very good. Very nice.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I was.
And so,
Apparently, I can't move my token.
oh yeah, it's because everything's frozen.
Eh.
And so, we enter
There,
combat.
I was more like there.
Donata will be here. And Donata's force movement with you, Fatal Mid, remains.
But good thing I am not going near that thing.
And so, the Eternal Annihilation will launch in. This eldritch entity floats above the ground, and as it swirls with this massive tentacles and not pincers, but insect-like arms around it, it will swirl and swarm towards Batul.
That's fair.
There's also, I should add, there's another important mechanic that will play into this. there's a system of mechanics used by a very good GM by the name of Arcadum. He also does Twitch stuff, in which you are able to learn of traits of the monsters you're fighting by making specific intelligence or wisdom checks against them. If you want to learn raw traits about them, about like their fighting prowess and stuff, you make a martial check, which is one of the skills in your skill box. Batul is proficient in martial because Batul is a barbarian. But
Yep.
you can also make arcana checks, religion checks, insight checks, and potentially even history checks, though I will tell you history checks will not be helpful in this fight.
Okay.
And with that, the Eternal Annihilation will set in. Batul, as the Eternal Annihilation looms over you, you feel yourself almost beginning to be lifted off of the ground towards the crown atop its head. And it looms over you with this presence. And you feel something begin to pull further at you from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
However, it rolled an 8 total, and as such, you do not have your soul drained.
Oh, good. I like my soul where it is right now. I can change my mind later on the soul taking, though.
I lost my soul.
A tool.
I should have played a warlock. That would have been great.
Your turn.
Yep, so then I'm going to enter rage
Very well.
and boost that up, and then I'm gonna hit it with my great axe.
All right. With a 14, you hit.
Neat. And then goes that.
All right. For 4 plus 2 damage because of rage.
Yep.
Up.
6.
6 it is. There's long rest for Fatal Mid. And Zora, why can't you take a long rest? Oh, bump that up to 16 proper, and also put in your wild shape because that's not in your character sheet for some reason. Oops.
Pink. What a good.
All right. You launch in with your axe into this creature, and as you do, you slash off any of its looming, dangling tentacles. And from where they fall on the ground, you see that they dissipate and swirl into a purplish mist.
Gross.
Takes 6 points of damage, reduced to 3.
That's a bummer.
Bonus action to rage, action to attack. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nah. Pass.
All right. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
All right. Once more, the looming presence of this black hole, you feel it tearing at your very soul, but you feel it stay resolute. Would you like to make a martial check or any other type of check at the end of your turn?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. What would you like to try and learn?
Because my damage was only half damage.
Mm-hmm.
So did it heal itself or was it resistant?
You would read that as resistance.
Okay. So would I check for...
You can learn the
what
rest of its
type
resistances, sure.
Sure.
Go ahead and make a martial check.
Marshall. Pink.
7. You have never seen anything like this before.
That's fair.
But you know that even in your focused rage, you can tell that your axe is not the most effective thing against this. And we will go to Fatal Mid.
That's me.
Yes, it is.
Sure is. First thing I'm gonna do. It's a. Let me use the handy dandy ruler. Try to figure out if I need to disengage or not to get away from this thing. Well, only one way to find out, I guess. Come on, Donata. We're backing up.
Alright. As you are moving away,
Yeah.
you feel the gravity behind you itself resisting your movement, almost as if you're trying to walk up into the sky in a sense. You are moving at half movement.
Let me check something real quick. You know what's cooler than moving at half movement? Being an Eladrin and just misty stepping. Yeah, bye.
Alright.
Does Donata come with my misty step is the real
Yes.
question. Okay.
Zora, you see before you Fatal Mid swirls into a puff of mist, and you hear behind you. She reappears with Donata in tow.
Fair.
That's a bonus action and a spell. What would you like to do next? Or is it a spell? Is it just an ability?
It's an ability that lets you cast a spell once per day.
Is it?
The Eladrin thingy.
I know the one in the DMG is like that.
Can cast Misty Step for free once per rest. And at level 3 it does a whole lot of BS.
As a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Are you using your app right now?
Yeah, it might be the way the app lists it as using it as that when it's not that. Okay.
So
Good
you
to
are
know.
Gucci. So you have not cast any spells this turn. You have your action.
Cool.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fey Fire on this thing.
Alright. Charisma saving throw?
Dex.
Dex. That will be a 16.
Yeah, it passes.
Alright. As you let out this puff of fairy fire, you see it is sucked into the void.
Well, no advantage for you guys.
Shit. I wanted advantage.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can get advantage.
Just reckless.
Is that all, Fatal Mid?
Yeah.
You can make a free intelligence or wisdom check on this if you like.
Yeah, let's go with... Try to see what little bonuses I got on these things.
God, this goes
Let's
hard.
go. Oh, like religion. Can I do religion?
Sure. 18 on religion. As you peer towards this creature, you note a few things. Primarily that this is clearly an eldritch entity, someone from beyond the plains. Find this flute coming. Fuck off. This was badass with this shit, and now it's just kind of pacified. Oh, and whatever. This is an eldritch entity from beyond the plains. This is no angel, no demon. This is something else. And with that, you know that that is a primary explanation for its eternal aspect, but also that many of its features revolve around the sheer quality of existence, as well as indicated by the black hole, gravity. You know that it is dangerous to interact with these things, and that it has a great deal of conditional immunities. With an 18, you learn that they are eat shit.
Yeah, that's a weird
These.
immunity.
Yeah. It is immune to being charmed, exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious. It is the Eternal Annihilation. Alright. Zora. Now, would you like some assistance in figuring things out? Please feel free to ask questions. This is some weird shit.
Yes, please. Okay, so I had my long rest, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You're at full hit points, you got all your spell slots, all of your wild shapes, you are good to go.
So what do we know about this thing?
We know it's immune to pretty much everything.
You know that it is...
And that it has a black hole.
You know that it has black hole, you know that it has stones orbiting it, which you are currently in the middle of. You know, or you can tell that Batul's axe is not fantastic against it.
Okay.
You can make an Arcana check if you like, or a Religion check would be your other good one to go to for your free check on this to learn some stuff.
Okay, I'll do an Arcana check.
Alright. 16. With the 16, you will learn the names of 3 of its features, and you can learn the description of one of them. Asteroid belt, black hole, and heavy gravity. Which one would you like to learn? You can learn one.
I'll do gravity.
Heavy gravity?
Yeah.
Alright. Heavy gravity does... Oh, fuck off. This. And as shown by its rush up on Batul, you know that it is very fast, faster than any of you. This is not something you can run away from. Not for long. So you've got spells, you could turn into a bear, you got options.
Okay, let's see. I think I'll cast a spell.
Alright.
I'll do detect magic.
Alright.
Oh.
You cast detect magic. Zora begins concentrating. Also, Batul gets good ol' rage angry. I'm so happy that I made it. It's so good. I love it so much.
It's good.
You begin concentrating on detect magic and take in your surroundings. You see that the Eternal Annihilation glimmers with the colors of every school of magic: abjuration, divination, necromancy, transmutation, conjuration, evocation, enchantment, and illusion.
Mm-hmm.
This is a being of pure magic, but the hole above its head is complete and pure absence. You gain nothing from it other than its sheer natural state. With that, you also recognize that the very act of pulling in the color and existence around it is also an effect, as well as a more immediate presence immediately around it and the string of asteroids. These are all things that you can combat. That is your action. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Can I ask for a suggestion?
Yeah. Primary thoughts would be you have the primary thing you could do as a bonus action is turn into a bear or a dire wolf. And that you would still be concentrating on detect magic in that state, so you would still be able to see everything as you currently do, while also getting bonus hit points and also the good old attack stats that bears and wolves have.
Okay. Okay, then I'll transform into a bear.
All right. And with that, Zora will move over here but still exist and be replaced with Bear Zora.
Right.
Look at that big boy. Yeah.
What a good boy.
Yeah.
Bears.
Bear Zora.
So, Trisha, you should be able to click on that. You'll see all the stats that you have with that. Your saving throws, your skills, along with your new attack stat as a bear.
Nice.
Would you like to end your turn where you are? Do you want to move outside of the asteroid belt, move closer in? What's up?
I'll move outside the asteroid belt.
All right, do it. The bear is yours.
Is yours to command.
All right, all right. Full. Yep, 40-foot speed. You are good. All right. So we go to the Eternal Annihilation again. Batul, you hear behind you as you see Donata is gone. You hear a sudden shifting and forming as you briefly turn around to see a bear is also left, and you face back up into the endless void of the Eternal Annihilation.
Yep.
And it peers down back at you.
Yep.
You got this, sweetie.
It gets a 12, which will also miss.
Yeah!
As you stamp your feet and hold your ground, you will not meet your end here. And with that, we'll move the opposite side of you. And it is now your turn.
Okay. Oh, I have to close that herpeter. Okay, so am I at its back now?
No, it remains facing towards you. This thing doesn't really have eyes,
So that doesn't count either. Cool. Okay. Then since my great axe didn't do jack, I'm gonna swap it out for my javelin and use it as a melee weapon.
All right.
It's piercing damage, so let's see what that does. So I'ma hit it.
All right. All right. Yes, a 22 will indeed hit.
So 6.
6. You stab in again, and as you draw out the javelin, you see just pure color begin to ebb and float up out of the wound. But you see where you stabbed it is just a light sheen, almost a transparescence of where the skin where you stabbed it. It takes 3.
Okay, guys, I can't kill this. I'll continue trying, but I can't.
I think it has it'll half damage from non-magical weapons thingy that like every boss has.
Probably, piercing and slashing are the only types of damage I can do, so I can't kill this, so just a heads up.
Well, you can, it'll just take longer.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I can do, so pass.
Alright. No intelligence check or anything?
No.
Alright. Fatal Mid. You hear
Hi.
Batul's cries for help. What would you like to do?
No, I ain't crying for help. I'm like, bitch!
Just angry flailing.
So, which ring is the asteroid belt?
The yellow.
Okay. 20 ruler time. Just trying to figure out how to get Nada out of here. Like, hi, while you're gone and your character got clobbered by asteroids.
Sorry.
Oh, it's like, what is it? It's like one of those gifs of someone just repeatedly getting their face hit while they're on like a moving vehicle or something, and it's just constantly just just with asteroids.
We'll go here. That
All
was all my movement because I did the half thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. Actually, glad I'm in the middle of turn order, though I think I would prefer being more towards the end. That was not the right button to click.
Mm-hmm.
Me no do attacky. Me only fear.
Hmm.
I do like a flat, like, int check on this thing.
For what?
What would it be to, like, sense, like, intent?
Insight.
If, like, it's just, like, solidly, like, yeah, I'm here to kill y'all, or if there's some wiggle room here.
Make an insight check.
Oh, there's my rolls.
Hmm.
I was doing so good before.
So you get an 8. You peer at this entity as it almost seems to be fully imposing its presence onto each of you. This just constant sense of being watched, though you can't see how. And with it, you don't feel any sense of personhood or otherwise communicable entity. You feel only the sense of almost consumption. You have an action.
I do in fact have an action.
And a bonus action. Rah.
Whoa, I do in fact have all of those, actually.
Wow.
Do I have my shield equipped? That already accounted for my AC.
I believe so. I'll double
Okay.
check. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure that when this thing does start targeting, I have more wiggle room.
Mhm.
No one's like really taken damage yet. That's like what my action's reserved for. Can I pass?
If you like. You could take the
Yeah.
dodge action if you want, or hold an action. The choice is yours.
I think I'll just take dodge, because the only one that I'd be focusing on for heals is out of my range.
Alright.
As I zoom in on Batul's face, saying that.
Their angry face.
Arrgh.
Zora, you are a bear. What would you like to do?
Yeah. What was Fiddlemid saying about non-magic items or something?
Elk was
Does
talking
it not-
about non-magical resistances, which is a broad form of resistance to things that aren't magic. So magic
Okay.
weapons, spells, otherwise. Resistance isn't immunity, but it's why Batul's attacks that would be doing 6 damage are doing 3 instead. It halves it.
Okay. Does me attacking as a bear count as magic or not magic?
Base logic says that it would be non-magical, but also
Eventually, there's like a level up.
there
where
is
you're-
something as a level up, but you are also a moon druid in the Age of Discovery with the Jade Kraken looming overhead, so who knows? Things are weird.
Okay. What attack options do I have as a bear?
If you open up the bear's stat block,
Okay.
you'll see that the bear has a multi-attack, which means as an action, it can attack multiple times. It can make a
Ooh.
bite and a claw attack at the same time.
Cool, let's do that.
All right. Get there, BB. Yep. There you go. As a bear, you begin to move up. And to do the attacks, you'll hit the +5 to hit, where it's highlighted in blue, to see if it hits for your bite, and then for your claws. Alright, 7 will miss. And then for your claws,
I hit the 8 with a 1d8 plus 4. Oh, I
no,
see
that's
it. Alright,
damage. In order to do damage, you need
Got
to
it.
hit, which you have not.
got it.
Now you get the +5 for claws. Yeah, and a 21 will hit for sure. And now
Heck
you hit
yeah.
that 2d6 plus 4. Very good dice, very good dice. Ooh, 12. Batul, as you are dealing with the looming presence of this entity over you, you hear as across the way you see a bear come up and goes to bite at one of the tentacles, but it flicks out of the way and then just looms up onto both of her back feet and slashes out, letting out this large globules of color to be absorbed up by the black hole. You deal a good ol' make a wisdom check. So this will just be clicking the bears plus whatever. Yes. 7. With that, you, as a bear in the darkness of your blink, you feel and see the looming face of a different eldritch entity, of the Jade Kraken. Its many eyes and long face with its teeth and tentacles and strange, obscure hair all moving around in the background even. You feel it looming there, but you do not feel its presence connect with your own. Your 12 is reduced to 6.
Yep.
But
Think
that was something.
it was cool.
There was something there. Perhaps if you get a better wisdom check on subsequent attacks, something else will happen.
Okay, I'll try.
I'll try to roll better, DM. Sorry.
You luck.
Don't punish me too much.
And now
I'm
there's
just a
the
bear
Eternal
man.
Annihilation. Oh, also Zora, at the end of your turn, make a Constitution save. Or
Okay.
in the case of a bear, just hit the +3 under con. 10. You stand resolute as you too feel your soul being pulled away by that black hole, but it holds strong. And now it's the Eternal Annihilation. Hello, bear. It doesn't say.
Thinks that though.
Oh, 100%. As it attempts to form a tether and rolls a fucking 6. God. Shit. I guess. God.
This man's doing my job for me.
I guess. Wow. The Eternal Annihilation gazes down at you, and as you feel it attempt to connect, you again see that flash of the Jade Kraken in your mind. Batul.
Yes. So my javelin didn't do anything different, so I'm gonna swap back my great axe.
Alright, alright.
I'm gonna smack it.
Big angry. Yeah, you hit.
And then I hit it.
Alright, for a good old 7.
7!
Which, as you
Christ.
slash in, you once again hack in and you leave a gash across its backside, which is just this mass of...
What doesn't have a backside?
You can't tell where its eyes are. That's all I said. It still has a front and a back. It's just that eyes are weird, especially with entities not of this world.
Mm-hmm.
You slash in, and again you see these big globs of multicolored blood? Question mark? Begin to float up and are absorbed into the black hole. But again, you see that sheen of almost a magical skin that has not been cut. And you deal 3 damage.
Woo.
Woo.
Half damage rounded down.
Whoa. Sad times.
Whoa. Pass.
You have... Alright. Normal martial check for you. Fatal mid. Oh, at the end of your turn, Batul, make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
You're good. You're too angry to get your soul sucked out. This is bullshit.
It is!
Fatal mid, you're
I'm
up.
just keep smacking it.
What would you like to
gonna-
do?
We're gonna do a fun little experiment with Donata over here.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use my action to dash in a way that gets them behind this wall.
You are halted as
Where?
Donata just crashes into the side.
No, like through the door.
There is no door, it's just an archway.
They can't go through the archway?
Like, you get to here and Donata strikes into the corner of the wall here.
Oh, okay. I'll replay my movement then.
All right. Well, you're at 45 feet, so this will be as far as you can get.
From dashing?
Yes. Because you are moving away.
Oh, I thought that was only within the circle.
Negative. You still feel its gravity.
That's fun. Experiment, you have to wait till next turn.
All right.
I want to see if I can get him stuck in the wall so I can move around more freely.
Hmm.
Or if it's gonna clip right through it.
Good luck with that. Free action for anything? Bonus action?
Let's like an Arcana check on like the old magic skin thingy.
All right.
Can I do that? That a
Sure.
thing I'm allowed to do? All right. Well, nope, never mind.
It shines with colors, much like nothing seen on Earth.
Wow.
Lovecraft
Wow, I suddenly
bullshit.
feel like naming my cat something horrible.
All right. And with that, we go to Zora as a bear. And actually, before that, you also get to learn something new about D&D.
Oh, boy.
So, certain boss monsters referred to as legendary monsters have a resource called legendary actions. And what this means is that they can take one of a few specific legendary actions at the end of a creature's turn. And at the end of Fatal Mid's turn, it will, as it's glowering down on you, attempt to once more give you the big suck. And rolls a fucking natural 1.
Man, I can relate to this guy.
As the looming doom of eternal annihilation hovers before you, you feel yourself hold strong. You will not go out today. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I guess I'll attack again.
Bite it in the nuts! Go for it.
This thing was genderless.
Yeah. That doesn't stop people from saying bite it in the nuts. Yeah, 16 will hit.
Great.
I'm so glad this guy scales to us.
Yeah, imagine.
Presumably.
And a 12?
12 will also hit. So now you roll the D8 plus 4 for the bite, and your 2d6 for the claws. Alright. 5 reduced to 2 for the bite. Wow, another 12. Look at you, look at you. So you stand resolute against it. You bite clean, tearing off one of its tentacles. A magical, almost illusory copy of it remaining behind. And again, you slash out, leaving 2 more large, grisly claw marks across it, with more color looming up and being absorbed into the eternal nothingness of the void. So you deal 2 plus 6, you deal 8 points of damage. And with that, you also feel something very curious happen. As you slash through and the blood begins to carry up, you see around the void is almost an implosion of color. And I would like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
You said I just clicked the Constitution? Oh.
Yep.
Sorry.
17 for
Thank you.
Batul, nat 1 for Fatal Mid,
Thank
and 19 for Zora. As this color blasts out, you, Batul and Zora, you hold strong against it as it plasters across you. You feel more of that second sensation almost permeate through your skin. But again, you will not go down. And with it, the looming sense of your muscles fatiguing fades. Fatal Mid. With this blast of color slamming out in between the stones, you become plastered in it, and immediately you feel this agonizing sense of the very life of you being drained out. You gain 1 point of exhaustion. You have disadvantage on ability
You need
checks.
to make it the worst effect.
Yup.
There are worse. There's
I
death.
mean, this is pretty up there.
There's death. Immediate.
Yeah, which comes from exhaustion.
Yeah. Get to 6 and we'll see. Don't let it go that long.
Alright, guys, I'm just gonna sleep then. You got
Okay,
this.
good night.
With that, we go to the Eternal Annihilation. Unless, Zora, you would like to make an Arcana check on any of this weird shit that you're looking at.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, what effect would you like to target?
I already did the black hole. What were the other?
You already did heavy gravity.
Heavy gravity.
You still have black hole, asteroid belt, and then you can also learn its attack stat.
What else can I do?
Learn its attack stat. So the soul training that it does, you can learn the mechanics behind that.
I'll learn about the black hole.
All right. That you learn. This. A creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the Eternal Annihilation must succeed on a DC 10 con save. On a failure, they gain 1 level of exhaustion.
That's the black hole?
Yes. That is this immediate, within 5 feet of the Eternal Annihilation. That's what this white ring is.
Got it.
And so we go to the Eternal Annihilation. And you feel the gravity of the soul drain. Rather than merely focusing on you, you see Eternal Annihilation almost seems to posture like some sort of sick and twisted angel posturing up towards the sky as Zora and Batul, you both feel the train begin to go off towards you. And that will be a 23 to hit. And with that, you will each take 13 points of necrotic damage. And I would like each of you to make a Constitution saving throw. There's Zora's very nice. Batul gets an 8. Batul doesn't get advantage on con saves while raging, do they?
I can check.
No, it's strength checks.
That's just
saves.
strength.
Alright. Batul, as you finally feel this resounding tug away at you, you feel the color from your skin begin to fade to a muted gray. And with that, your max HP is reduced to 10.
Dang. Okay. Keep going.
And Trisha, in order to take the damage, you can't click on it, but click on the 35 out of 35 in the bear stat, right below its armor class at the top there. And tack on
What?
13 in the damage box.
Where?
Towards the top of the bear stat block, you need to adjust its hit points
Okay.
because you took damage.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. But you succeeded on your save, so your max HP does not change, which is fortunate because it's also a bear form, I guess. And with that, a tool.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit it again with my great axe.
As you will. Yeah, you hit. Ooh!
17.
Look at you! Big damage! Very, very nice, very nice, very nice. As... I forgot to do something. No, I did not. Alright. As you go to slash in, feel this great looming, almost void sense as a deep-seated note of basically depression fills your mind. You power through it, and with it, you leap forward and let off a massive slash. You bisect this creature from top half to bottom half
Nice.
as you deal it exactly 7 points of damage. And with that, the two halves will float up and piece out into the black hole. And I cry. Because that was meant to be a lot harder than it was, but it kept on rolling shitty, so yeehaw.
It's okay, because now my max hit point is really shitty, so.
I was trying to like shenanigan movement, trying to figure out how I could get in range for a heal.
You could just go towards them, but you know.
That was what I was gonna do, but I was worried about Donata.
With that, you remain in this gray space. A tool looks a little bit different.
I'm gonna do the cleric thing. Run over.
I've gone grayscale.
Still gonna run over for that sick heal.
You maintain your sentience, but you don't feel very
But
good,
I am now a
Mr. Stark.
stone.
Still angry, though.
Still an angry stone.
I'm gonna give you a cure wounds.
I am at max hit points.
What?
Yep.
My max hit points is now 10.
I am sorry.
Me too.
That means I'm no longer the lowest max HP though, so that's kind of cool.
Imagine.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Donata, or not Donata, Zora. At your leisure, you can decide to maintain as a bear, or you can change back to your regular form. If you remain as a bear, you cannot speak. But yeah.
But you get to be a bear, so that's a pretty big plus.
Yeah. It'd be a big fuzzy girl.
Since I'm not a furry, I'll change back into Zora.
So.
No offense to the furries out there.
You will.
Okay. Hello.
So am I like still able to move, or am I frozen?
Yes, you are still cognizant. You just feel not very hunky-dory.
Okay.
Disadvantage on ability checks, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still. Can I make like a religion check to be like, what's going on with our buddy here, buddy bro?
Sure.
How do I roll at disadvantage? Oh, I'll just say it.
8. You aren't sure, but you feel, just based off of everything, including what you feel right now, that Batul remains, but Batul needs some serious rest.
You know what I really feel is a lot of concern and also very tired.
And then, wait, there we go. The table and chairs manifest with a bottle. And then from the bottle manifests a hand. And from it manifests once again the dealer. I give you a thumbs up and crash back.
You know, you could see like the other half of my face. I'd be giving this man like the dirtiest look right now. I believe right now is not the best time for games of chance.
Shrug. Drink. And motions to the table. Zora, you still have Detect Magic up.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you peer at this whole setup. And you see it permeate with every color of magic, much akin to the way that the Eternal Annihilation did. But where the Eternal Annihilation seemed to be more like flat and layered across everything, such that it was just like a constant pinging of your eyeballs with every little tidbit and piece. Here, it's almost as if they ebb and flow over each other and like give off this opalescent pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel something from the Jade Kraken. You're not sure what, but you can tell that something is going on with it.
Hey, do we have a choice but to join him?
Shrug.
I mean, it is a choice.
Hmm.
And we're no
Yeah.
longer in battle, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go join him. See what he wants, see what he's about.
The dealer motions to their boobs.
My booth.
We're not so different, you and I.
Wink.
I lay on the ground.
All right. Batul is laid out on the ground. Yeah. I think you got there before I did.
Yep.
Well done, well done.
I'm gonna pull a blanket out of my bag for Batul.
Thank you. My comfort level goes up by 1 point.
Take it.
Thank you.
I need to make sure
Okay, so I look at the shadow. What's he called? Oh, the dealer, and ask him what he wants.
Well, what do you say?
What do you want?
There we go. The dealer just motions to a deck of cards on the table.
All right, your deal. I'm game to play.
Thumbs up and just motions freely.
If it's the same as last time, Zora, it's just personal questions.
Okay. So I ask the dealer questions?
Nah, you draw a card and ask yous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I draw a card.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Was there an option for this? In chat, just put /roll space 1d2.
Roll 1d2.
Yes.
Says unknown command. Do I do a space?
Yes.
Okay.
Ayo. Right. On the card, it simply says truth.
And then I ask the dealer.
Shakes head. Just points at you.
I don't know what this means.
The dealer seems to pull out another card from nowhere and lightly flicks it at you. And you can easily catch it as going very slow. And on it, it says, rules of the game. Truth or truth? Truth. Reveal one simple truth. Truth. Reveal one deep truth.
Okay.
I can't believe this man brought back truth or truth.
It's a good game, yo.
Okay. Truth. I have trained as a sage.
And with that, the card lets off a bit of golden dust, and instead in your hand you hold 1 gold coin.
Cool. Is this the entire purpose of the game, is to get money?
Yep.
Shakes hand.
Okay. I take another card.
All right. Roll another d2. Another truth.
I just turned into a bear, and it was awesome.
The coin sort of slowly begins to dissipate, and then as you say it was awesome, you've gained 1 more gold coin, which you can add to your character sheet by in your equipment at the bottom of this sheet. There are multiple spots. You increase your GP by 1 per each that you get. And in meta, what this game is also meant to serve as is just helping with getting used to roleplay and stuff.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, so that's why I kept going instead of just giving up.
Mm.
And being like, this Let's
But
do
Tool,
something else.
you feel a slight bit of energy fill you. Not a great amount, but enough to be like, yeah, I could sit down. Sure.
That's nice. I continue laying on the ground.
Chair looks really colorful and like it exists as
I
opposed
want
to
the
this
cold ground
That's the
for
thing,
my
it's
misery.
not even cold, it's just bleh.
Yeah, it's a lack of cold.
It's like just
It's not warm,
wallowing
it's
in your
not
own
cold, it just
misery.
exists in this world, and
This is a
yep,
self-care chair right here.
I don't need self-care.
You're a fucking liar and you know it.
I know I am.
Get up.
Nope. Thanks, though.
The dealer sticks their tongue out at you.
I think I've revealed quite enough for you. I'm good on the floor, thanks.
Shakes the bottle.
He's trying to coax you over with alcohol.
I don't think that did anything good for me last time either, so I think I'm good on the floor here.
Well, I'll take a swig of that.
The bottle
I
is
take-
tossed over to you.
I take a nice Goliath-sized gulp.
No, I need to.
Just like my mother used to feed me as a child.
You're gonna get 3 gold for that.
I don't have the notes immediately available to me. Do either of you remember what the saving throw was? I feel like it was charisma, but I can't remember.
It was not con.
I think it was intelligence
Yes.
or wisdom.
Well, Zora, make an intelligence saving throw. As you swish back this bottle of very colorful, glittery liqueur. Liqueur.
An intelligence.
Yes. Ooh, 18. Very good, very good. You swig back this very oddly tasty alcohol. It has this vibe of a little bit almost like syrup in your mouth, I guess. Like it's a little bit thick. But it also just, there are no words to describe it, like anything on earth. It tastes good. And as you swallow it, you feel many different sparks go off in your brain at once as you feel Jay Kraken in your mind's eye loom even closer and further forward. You can make it out in more detail. The eyes all gleaming a pure red, the very skin of it constantly flowing and stretching, and you turn back to here. A little bit dazed isn't the right word. Just a little bit set off, but re-getting your bearings.
Okay.
That's a surprise tool to help us later.
Okay. What is the Kraken or me getting?
Surprise was alcoholism to deal with the trauma of this adventure.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Dealer sits up and stands on the table looking at either of you and just does like a big like what with their hands.
Oh,
It disconnected.
Oh shoot.
Aw.
Making sure Batul is comfortable on that floor.
I am very comfortable, thank you.
Big sigh. Right back in the chair.
Wait, did all of you disconnect or just me?
I
Oh.
did too. I'm
Okay.
seeing if it'll reconnect me. Yep.
And yet Elk is fine.
I am a god gamer. Computers bend before me in a bowing manner, not in a breaking manner.
Imagine.
That's what
I'm just on
laptops
like
do when you quote.
I'm just on like the main screen.
Oh, yeah, let me get you here.
Oh, thank you.
For future reference, you can move maps using the select map button on the top right.
Yep, I was trying to get to the peak, but it was black until you snapped me here, so I don't know what that's about.
I probably needed to zoom out because that area isn't revealed to your character right now.
Hmm. Neat.
Okay, so I'm gonna take another card.
All right. Roll that D2. Roll that coin. Flip that coin. Truth.
We have no idea where our taskmaster is.
Kind of holds
And
there.
what?
The mask begins to slowly come off, but it's also not fully dematerializing.
Alright, she disappeared. I went into a coma, and when I woke up, she was gone.
It wasn't really a coma. Time froze. You were
when
stuck
I
in the.
was
So, like,
It was more like you blinked.
okay.
yeah.
Well, I blinked and time froze, and then when I opened my eyes, she was gone.
Still holds there. The dealer gives a thumbs down.
That's good enough for you.
Shakes their head.
And I'm scared about what happened to her.
Leans forward. Head cocked.
Do you know what happened to her?
Odd.
Will you tell me? Tell us?
Shaky hand.
What can I do?
Taps their finger to their mouth and like does a like waving their hand flat across their neck and like that sort of no symbol.
Oh, okay. What
They
can I
cannot
do?
speak.
Okay, got it. Could you act it out for us? Do a little game of charades?
Nodders.
Did you say nodders?
Yes. I leap
As
up
in-
on the table. As in,
Oh.
yes.
Oh boy.
You've gotten a lot more personality from this man than we did all last session. Man thing.
Man, it's crazy.
Oh boy, give us a show.
Points at all of you, and then points at Donata, and like gives a thumbs down, and then points at Zora, gives another thumbs down, then points at both of them at the same time, and like squats and just gives like a really big thumbs down.
Oh no.
And then like does this around the world, pointing just like at everything, and splays their arms out on either side, and then like does a little miming of a person like looking for something, like scrounging, and then does a snap. And it's just like very wide-eyed, and their hands are around their face as they're just like looking around, just like, what? Everyone make an insight check.
One moment, it disconnected me again.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'll make that insight check.
Disadvantage
Me
At
for you.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
You get that 11.
All right.
Think
11 for Zora. Batul, what do you get from the corner of your eye?
9.
Settlement and Zora, you're able to piece it together of like, okay, so some reason Zora, Donata are both gray, so that's not great. But then both of them being gray rather than just being gray separately was bad. And then for some reason, whenever the second gray out happened, everything was vanished, and that included a skill.
Okay.
Shrink. And they just sort of give a hand motion of like, there you go. Thumbs up, thumbs down, question mark they give.
So, something about me and Donata is bad?
Thumbs up.
Okay. Is is Donata here to sabotage us?
Kinda looks up for a second and strokes her chin. Goes back and forth for a bit with their head before thumbs down.
Okay. I don't know why I got a thumbs down. I thought I was doing a good job.
You are doing a good job.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was pretty helpful last time.
As DM, you're doing a great job.
Right. But as the dealer, from the dealer's perspective.
Yeah, what the
For
fuck are
some
they
reason.
saying? Dickhead.
Yeah.
They just like do an X with their arms and like point at you, Zora, and kind of hold there for a second before they make a sign of like, not you, but, and then they like point behind you.
That fetal mid?
No.
You.
You look over at either way and there's nothing there. You just look back and the dealer just kind of shrugs while shaking their head of like, it's complicated.
Oh.
Points at you and gives a thumbs up.
Okay, so I get a thumbs up now. That's cool. I crave the approval of others.
Nod.
I crave explaining everything, even if it's already understood.
Points at Batul and nods again.
Okay, well, was it something Eskiel did? Did she trap us here?
Shake.
Is she still alive?
shaky hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Can we save her?
They just kind of like cock their head to the side for a second and are like, nod.
Okay. Can you give us a hint as to where we need to go next to progress the storyline?
Yeah.
It's gonna be lethal to Nada comes back.
Just like
Yeah.
True.
motion at the table, like point at the ground, and just like a vibe of just like hang around. Time will tell.
Okay.
I take a long rest on the floor.
Yeah, you will slowly get less grayed out. And you can also do it while playing a game.
The depression's got me.
The depression do got you, but there's also just a lowering sense of the color going on here as opposed to the everything else.
I feel closer to the everything else.
Yeah, but I am telling you, the color is more attractive than the rest of this. This is how Batul feels. This is what I am telling you as someone who understands the proper conditions of what Batul is dealing with right now.
God says you have to gamble.
God says the chair is more attractive than what's going on over here.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go take a couple steps away and just like start praying, man. It's been crazy.
All right. What are the details
Thanks.
of your prayer? What do you say?
Guided.
What do you think?
Just like general, I guess like I'm gonna say it in the most eloquent way possible. Hey God, it's me. Weird stuff's going on. You know, I'm trying to like do, like the stuff. I'm trying to do my job. But it's really confusing and I don't know what I'm doing it right. There's a lot of tall people. I didn't know everyone was this tall outside the Feywild. Please help.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Uh,
16.
5. No, it's 5.
It's 5.
No, this isn't. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it would be. 5 it is. You let out your thoughts into the existence, and you feel nothing back. Meanwhile, at the table.
And
That's
server
true.
disconnected.
Same.
Always something. No, it's always something.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I need to be manually booted so I can go back in, please.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think me
yeah.
too. It says someone's using that player name.
Yeah, let me
That's weird that we're both experiencing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
The difficult part is that server doesn't say you're connected, so I just need to restart the server. 1 second. Server is up. And we show for here. And come back. All right. Now, at your leisure, we can go through a game of Truth or Truth, or we can pause session. That's up to you guys. Or end session, not pause session.
Which map? Which map are we on? Oh, there we go. I got it. Or did you do it for me?
It's a whole 3 buttons for me. Control E and F. So it's very easy and convenient. But yeah, we can go through and do this game, or we can end the session and wait for next week.
Why would the
What's the game?
voice sounds like a parent like scolding their children, like we can leave now, or we can have fun. It's up to you, Billy.
We can do something, or we can wait till next week. That's what it amounts to.
Let's try the game.
Sure.
Lean back. Who would like to draw?
Wait, is this the same game?
Yep.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Truth or Truth.
Well,
Okay, I'll draw.
If that alters the opinion, we can just stop. That's fine.
that does kind of change things.
Okay.
But I also, I don't know.
You didn't
I
get
guess-
to partake in the team building from last session, so you can get that here as well.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going.
All right. Who's drawn?
I can draw.
All right. Slash roll space 1d2. 2, you get a truth. Worth double coins.
Ooh. It doesn't give me a specific generalization of what to do with it.
There's the card that the dealer threw over before that lists that truth is a light truth, and then truth is a deeper truth. So, like, surface level truth is like, I had a dog growing up and their name was whatever, and
Is a deeper truth. Yep.
A deeper truth is
Oh, I disconnected again.
Yeah. I think Tamaris's connection is a little wobbly.
Okay. Yeah, I could tell they were kind of cutting out.
Yep.
That was only on my end.
uh,
Like, oh, you're back on the thing again.
need to figure out why that is.
I didn't disconnect this time.
Yeah, I need to figure out why that is, because it wasn't doing this for so long, and now it just won't stop.
Let me give you my professional word. Sometimes the computer just be like that.
Not
Yeah,
mine.
sounds right.
Not mine.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Thanks, tech support.
You're welcome. Call me back if your issue persists.
Then you call again. They're like, have you tried turning it on and back off again? Is the PC plugged in?
Did you unplug and then replug it?
Did you turn off the power to your house and then turn it back on again?
Have you
Did
made
you-
sure all of the switches are on and lighting up?
Nope. Hello?
Open the
Well-
command box.
Well, I think God is telling me, fuck your truth or truth. You're waiting till next week.
Okay.
That's what it seems like. We can try and keep going, but or you guys can just keep on going if you like, but in terms of stream, it's whatever.
Yeah. What was your example for truth? You cut out for truth. You cut out.
My parents died when I was 4.
Oh, okay.
Mine didn't.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just like this more impactful
just-
stuff.
Yeah, it just kind of helps to build character, like backstory and stuff.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but
and the
it's
idea,
easier when you have like a specific route to go.
Sure. It's basically like conversation topics, like surface level
Okay.
stuff is like favorite foods and like what life was like before, and then deeper truths are like, yeah, here's what's up with me. Not necessarily in a
Favorite truths are what
depressive
you
way.
put in your channel's rant category on Discord.com.
Yes, exactly. It's the things where it's just like it's very important and meaningful to your character.
Okay, got it.
So Batul drew a truth.
Yeah. And I am drawing a blank.
Just make up something very edgy.
I don't know who my dad is.
Ding ding. The card fades into gold.
Cool, I get 2?
Yes. And everyone
Neat.
else is left with questions. As that's meant to, this is basically just meant to be a conversation game, more or less, of like, there's a lull in the conversation, someone draws a card, and then has to sort of set the trajectory for the next length of the
Oh, okay.
conversation.
Yeah.
So you can ask stuff, or you can draw another card, up to you.
Okay, so what was your upbringing like, Batul?
Normal. It was. Oh, I lived on the streets. All right, you weren't. You were paused last. I
sorry.
ran with a gang for grown up.
What kind of
Street thugs.
what kind of gang stuff did you do?
Swiped pockets. We broke a lot of shit. Beat some people up for money. Typical stuff.
Mhm. Did you have any parental figure in your life?
Sorry, you broke up a little there. Could you repeat that?
Did you have any sort of parental figure or guidance in your life?
I won't call her much of a guidance. But yeah, me mum was there. She existed.
Mhm.
I can see you typing.
Keep going, don't mind me.
Well, yeah, but you're typing.
Keep going, don't mind me. I'm trying to be silent, don't worry about it. I don't want to interrupt the moment.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh,
Mum, shitty influence, yada yada yada. Street
Yeah.
gangs.
cool. What was the name of your gang?
We didn't really have a name. We just ran around like a bunch of shitty kids. Now I'm looking back on it. But that's what kids are supposed to do, right?
Um, I don't know. I didn't really do that as a kid.
Well, then what'd you do?
I spent most of my time connecting with nature and animals and
So you grew up
running.
in nature?
Yeah, I grew up in a druid family,
Huh.
if that's a thing.
Clan.
Or my what?
Clan would probably be the term.
Clan. Okay. I grew up in a Goliath druid clan. You know, we were kind of not your typical Goliaths. We weren't seeking to pillage and plunder. We just kind of wanted to live our peaceful lives up in whatever the name of this region is called.
Vonenheim.
Huh.
Voldenheim.
I forget stuff too.
Even though I grew up here my entire life, sometimes the name evades me. We don't.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
So it was a pretty, peaceful childhood. I spent a lot of time running and with the animals, and had a few wolf best friends.
So if you had all that good stuff going for you, why'd you come out here?
Well, I wanted, I went and was an apprentice with the sage, and I learned a lot about the world and runes, and I wanted to kind of know more about the world, and then as I was out there and I completed my training, I saw the flyer for the task, and I thought I'd put my skills to use and try to help people outside of my clan.
All right, what kind of people?
I don't know, just anyone who needed help with runes and stuff. I'm mostly here for kind of my own, personal enjoyment, but
So like a vacation of sorts?
yeah, well, no, because it's still work, but it's like a study abroad or like an internship.
What's an internship?
These things college students usually do, they're unpaid and usually cause you to go more in debt, but at the end you get experience, which is really worth nothing.
Sounds terrible.
Gold is just piling up on Zora's side.
But it's, you spend your whole life on a mountain with the same people, and eventually you're ready to kind of find your own way in the world, and you know, yeah.
Yeah, sounds sweet. Can't really relate.
Well, you have a lot of worldly experience, that I don't have. You've seen and done a lot of pretty violent things. That's cool.
I mean, violence is easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guess you didn't grow up in a city. A clan, you said it was?
Yeah, up on the mountain of Rock
Gotcha.
Goliath.
Yeah, no, grew up in a city a lot hotter than it is here.
Yeah, where's that?
South.
Does it have a name?
Would you like some proper nouns, Jewel?
The city I was in was Norixus.
Ding.
It's south.
Zora, you can make a history check to
Okay.
see if you have heard of that place.
Can you put me in the map?
Oh, yeah.
I've clicked all the map options and none of them are this.
Frostsong Peak.
That's what I was clicking on. It kind of just took me outside. Anyway, a history roll.
Yes. Tan. With that,
You know it's south.
yeah, you know it's south. You haven't. So the Jotunheim itself has a pretty basic regional structure. There's like the Jotun Plateau, which is where you are currently on the edge of. Basically, there's like a big wall, and then there's just this long plateau that goes forever, and that's heralded as like the land of the giants, essentially. And then to the south, there are two regions. There are the free realms of the Midfolk, which is to the southwest. And then to the east are the... Let me pull up my map here. There's all that stuff, and then it's bordered by this dwarvish region called Baldurk. And past that, you don't really know of anything to the south. The name Norixus doesn't really ring a bell specifically. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Do you think that your anger issues have maybe do you think you need therapy to resolve some of this?
What's therapy?
Vonel is the eastern region.
Do you think that this rage is really the best thing for you, the best way to channel your pain?
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. That's awesome. I'm not gonna argue with you. I don't want to make you mad.
All right, fair enough. Gonna leave that alone.
I mean, you could probably kill me right now if you wanted to.
I'm good.
I'm just putting that on the table.
I'll pass. I don't want to have to do this again next week.
Batul, as there's this brief lull, you look down and you realize that you are fully colorized. Your max hit
Neat.
points are back to 23.
Yay!
Your current HP remains at 10.
That's okay. Think. Yay!
Welcome back.
Yay! My health points.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Fiddleman, what have you been doing this whole time?
Think.
Abadabada?
I'm praying.
Damn, for 20 minutes? Hardcore. Alright.
Yeah, I know, very intense. It's like it takes like way too long.
Just trying to get better results by doing more.
No, just prayed for you guys. whatever's going on with Zanata or Donata because I felt bad for bonking him into an archway. We've established that I am not motivated by money.
That's true.
You both just briefly peer over your shoulders as you just hear this muttering. As the table is now just filled with money.
Money! Alright, so that started with me taking a card. I believe it's your turn.
Alright. I take a card.
Flash roll 1d2, baby. Truth.
Oh no.
Truth!
No.
It's the best game I ever came up with.
I don't think you were the one who fully came up with it.
No, I think it was all me.
No, I think that, like, the other people were in with that.
No, I think I brought it to him.
I don't know.
Okay. I actually didn't willingly leave my clan. I was exiled.
Oh, shit! What'd you do?
Great question.
It is a great question. That's what I want to know.
mm, I'm drawing a blank.
You'd be all mysterious and be like, I'll save it in case I get the card again.
um, um, okay, let's see. I don't want to pick anything violent. I feel like I'm not a violent person.
You could always be like, I don't know why they kicked me out, nerds.
Yeah, it's still a mystery. I think the clan leader saw me as a threat to his power.
Huh.
That's what that means.
Bum, 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 bum. Alright.
The card remains.
Oh, heck. I thought that was a pretty good one.
Waggles finger. Points at the card. With the rules on it.
Well, Batul got gold just for saying she don't know who her dad is, or they don't know who their dad is.
Correct.
Points at the rule card.
I don't remember what the rule card says.
Would you like to pick it up and read it?
Sure, I pick up the rule card and I read it.
It appears to say the same. Zora, as you peer at it, you see in very fine text at the bottom it says, "It must be the truth."
Oh no.
Waiting for like him to point at me like, no, you don't get money until you force my character to interact.
As I don't see anything different
Okay.
with the card, I give a shrug and I set it down again.
I start sweating, caught in my lie, which was like already so much difficulty coming up with that.
I'm just over here like, I don't remember this. Checks notes. Yeah, I don't remember this.
Oh, that's why I don't.
Oh, that's why I don't, because This is never something reestablished, and reason for
Oh,
leaving
okay.
actually does exist.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Oh no.
Now I gotta scroll up the notes
Can you
too.
can you DM me and tell me what it is?
Yeah, sure. Up above.
That I came up with it.
We talked about it.
Okay.
Like fucking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't remember Zora having this dark of a backstory. That's weird. Huh.
I think when we were establishing this, I had literally no clue what to say or do, and you kind of guided me a lot, and I was like, yeah, let's go with that. And so I don't remember anything.
Valid.
Mood.
Yeah.
This is why it
What
helps
is
to write
memory?
things down.
What is writing things down?
A helpful note
Yeah, I just
taking
cram it all
tactic.
in there.
Zora has been hit in the head with many a rock and
Must have been the asteroid belt.
has some damage. All right, I guess I gotta come out and say it.
Yeah, you're free to ad-lib stuff, but that was something where it's just like, I feel like if this
Yeah,
was true,
That's pretty important.
we would have talked about it more.
No, power play. Don't tell your DM everything. Make everything a surprise.
And I accept that
When
as
you bring the surprises to the
Yeah,
table.
surprise! That was the actual truth. You're the one I deceived.
I
No,
am cool with player surprises, but it is also something where, like, if it comes on like a mechanical aspect, it's like
yeah.
it does need to be legit previously. This isn't a mechanical aspect, but it's just something where it's like, I feel like this would have been something to talk about
Yeah.
before, if this was true.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
You're good.
So-
Carry on.
Zora blushes, embarrassed to have been caught in her lie. Why am I going third person? And
Experience.
I take a deep sigh and look at Batul and I say, after your hearing about how hardcore and cool you are, I wanted to also seem cool and like I, had, that I was powerful and scary, and so I made that up. But the truth is, I was meditating in Mother Nature, and a truth was revealed to me, and that truth was that the earth or that nature is suffering and is in pain, and so I left in the dead of night to seek a remedy for this and to learn more about the workings of nature and how to help her. So I'm really just a tree hugging hippie, and that's it.
Yeah. I give Zora a pat on the shoulder.
Sorry, keep going.
Do you want to butt in instead?
I love the idea that Zora is just like this, like taller than everyone, bigger and stronger than everyone, except Batul. Maybe Batul's stronger, but just like this large woman with just self-image issues compared to all of her fucking edgy companions, and like Fatal Mid has like a weird
Edgy.
veil thing going on and like doesn't talk to anyone. You're edgy. Like,
I talk to people compared to my other characters.
Compared to your other character.
the bar is the floor.
Yes, but you know what? I'm a speck of dust off it. And that's something.
It's progress. It's progress.
You should see me when I play Kathy. Holy shit.
I don't understand that reference. Oh, did I disconnect? No.
That's a different character. Holy.
Well,
Tender shoulder pat and be like, you know, not everyone has to come from shitty places. It's sounds pretty damn nice to come from somewhere where you got a lot of other people around. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
being all rough and tumble ain't all it's cracked up to be all the time.
I smile and nod thankfully at Batul, hoping I may have gotten through under that hard exterior shell.
Friendship points have been granted. You are now more than acquaintances. Blah 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 blah.
God, the skin is so hard. Fuck, we can't get in.
Oh.
Fuck, I need to draw this scene. This is good.
You better draw me in the background. With the depression cloud or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out the angle. Maybe it's from like over here or something, and it's like looking this way. Who knows? And Donata's just stood there, frozen, gray.
Default
In a really
pose.
awkward position too.
They're in the middle of an action pose while the rest of this is just like
Yeah.
docile.
No, they're doing the Gmod T pose.
Yeah. It's canon.
That's what happens when you're not here.
Just stood directly up, arms outstretched, cloak over the shoulders to the back.
All right, so I believe that was all of that one.
Truth.
Okay, let's see here. It's kind of hard to think of anything outside of what we talked about last week.
Stuff that Zora doesn't know?
I mean,
inform them of?
well, yeah, but it's my brain's like, well, everyone already knows everything, and I'm like, I don't know, bruh.
Okay.
Okay,
The tool's gotta really dig deep, just like, oh shit,
what's
on?
really important? Let's see here.
Open the stuff I saved for my therapist.
All right, let's see here. Well, the reason my mom wasn't a huge influence on my life is because she's had a sickness for over 15 years now. She's bedridden, can't really do shit with parenting.
Mhm.
I set the card down.
It remains.
Okay. Ooh. So what's the truth?
Truth is she's got ligma.
And then ding, gold.
That must have been hard for you? Do you know what disease she has? What ailment she has?
No. Wasn't able to afford any doctors. Well, she's still alive. She's just sick. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sick and twisted. And with that, we will fade as the visage of the dealer and the bottle fade from existence, and be very careful about this.
Can you tell me how much gold I gather up?
Yes, the table fades, leaving the gold clattering the ground. And the chairs vanish from beneath your butts. Also,
And I collapse onto the floor.
I want to do a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, can we?
Let's land on your feet.
Yeah, you do it. Batul, you have advantage because you've done this before. 16?
Yeah.
And 14.
Nice.
Zora, you stumble a bit, but you're able to get one leg under you. Batul, you just will squat and then stand up. You're just
Thigh
there
muscles.
hover chairing, and then you just stand up. And with that, Batul, you got 26 gold, and Zora, you got 28.
Nice.
Cash. Raking it in. I have so much gold, I won't know what to spend it on. Probably a house.
I know it's not like there's a concession stand up here. I'm hungry.
Gotta find a concession stand. Gotta get some trinkets,
Way back
some
when I was,
memorabilia, like a stupid little magnet or like one of those clip-on ring things. Yeah.
Gotta
way
find the
back
pay
when
to
I was
win
in a
store.
3.5 campaign, we had enough money to buy a battleship.
Noise.
And did you?
We never got the chance.
Aww.
Buy one of those t-shirts that said, I visited Frost Song Peak.
And all I got was this t-shirt.
Or I visited Frost Song Peak with this idiot, and like an arrow pointing.
Pointing upwards towards yourself.
Yes.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh.
All right. Well, job everyone. You had a very good fortune against the Eternal Annihilation, which is nice.
That is nice. And I'm not permanently at 10 health points.
Imagine.
I was so worried that was just going to be the thing. It's like, okay, I am now your buddy. I'm your time.
You are very squishy now. You're my squishy. You're squishy. Come here, ow!
Excuse me,
bad squishy.
They ask for no pickles.
You get so much use out of relentless endurance, just consistently.
All my spell slots in reaction for like Shield of Faith are going to be reserved just for Batul.
Yay! I get to hit things a bunch of times.
But now you have your max HP back, so now it's only slightly true.
Yes. Less squishy.
And you guys have seen one of the few ever-present potential bosses.
Random encounter boss.
Basically.
Random encounter boss. A boss that we probably pissed off because we beat it this time.
What if it is seeking the challenge though, and it's glad it finally met something?
Hello! And we're like, I'm gonna fight you! And it's like, that was nice. I'm gonna try it again.
Something finally put up a fight. Finally.
They didn't immediately get soul crushed. Damn.
Hmm.
Got meet again at the end of
When
our
it
fate.
when it didn't bring all of its health points with it.
When it scales down its health points to make it fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just so worried about getting Donata like out of the out of range,
Hmm.
and then like it actually hit for once, and it's like, oh no, dangle myself over there so I can cast channel divinity so they can get the temp HP,
Hmm.
and then I can like heal like word because I gotta be right next to someone for cure wound.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let campaigns die.
I'm trying.
Trying very hard.
All
I
right.
want to do the rest of the puzzles next week, though, maybe?
We shall see. We shall see. All right.
Because if we're not, that kind of sucks.
It would suck.
I don't want to do
agree.
another card game.
I also don't want to do that.
Cool.
I didn't want to do that this week either, but here we are.
I want to keep playing as Fatalman. I like him a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
We
You
shall
imagine going
see.
up to a campaign like, yeah, I have a character that doesn't attack. Their strength is like a 6.
Hmm.
I'm literally just there for support.
I like them.
You're a Shadow's dream target.
Yes.
You and your how much strength? 6? Ooh.
6.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I made
Two
my
hits,
jump stats
2
all the
hits.
attacky ones
Ah.
purely because I'm like, this character is gonna be support. That's it.
Mhm, mhm.
And they're good at that most of the time.
All right.
I'm just indecisive.
Well, thank you all for coming this week. Hopefully
Mhm.
next week we do actually get to do some stuff, but if not, then that will determine some other stuff that's going on. Elk, you have some weird stuff going on next week, but you're gonna do your best, yeah?
Yeah, I said that I'm gonna. Luckily, I don't think I'm gonna be there until like when we usually play. But it is the first day of it opening, which also kind of helps because not everything will be open.
Yeah, it won't be as much of
con
a
is
loss for being at home.
Yeah, this con is kind of mainly a party one,
Mhm.
and
Which
I'm not old
con?
enough to drink, so yeah.
Which con?
Convergence. Yeah, big like one of the original cons in
Yeah,
Minnesota.
I've gone to it once.
I go every year. I've been going since like I was born.
What
I
is
support
it?
that.
Gone like
Convergence.
twice. It's a Minnesota convention.
It's mainly a sci-fi con,
Are
but
all of y'all from Minnesota?
Yeah.
born and raised.
Minnesota.
That's cute.
What are you?
Break your kneecaps, we will.
I'll break more than your kneecaps.
With our black ice.
Yeah, good luck getting over to me.
I don't give a fuck. I'm from Florida. I'll come at you with everything I got.
Will you get
Which
past
isn't
our
much.
ice drifts
Yeah,
and our
yeah, good luck.
igloos and our sled dogs?
Yeah, good luck getting over us. We're
No, bro.
pumping you with snowballs.
No, I'll bring my 8-foot alligator named Roberta. She'll fuck
Your
you up.
alligator is gonna go into hibernation the moment you fucking cross the state
True.
border.
True. She's just gonna fall
And if
asleep.
our
her, though. I support
igloos
her.
go down, then we have mosquito season.
We'll call in
I
the
mean,
Canadian National Guard for the snowplows.
you're not the only ones with mosquitoes.
Oh
I
yeah,
live in a swamp.
gross.
You
No
guys
offense.
live in bed like all year round, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Ugh,
much.
Oh,
God,
I can
I'm
barely
so
stand it.
allergic. I'm so allergic though, and they love my blood so much, and it's awful. It's so
Wait, how
bad.
do you survive like summer
I-
in
I
Florida?
don't.
In Florida, not here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You're just used to it. We wear very like lightweight clothes. which I feel like is pretty standard for the summer everywhere. But
Like,
so just,
I once went down there to go to Disney World in the fall, and I got heat exhaustion.
yeah.
Like,
Well, it's a
how?
lot of drinking water. You gotta be very hydrated because then you sweat and that cools you down. But I was also in marching band for 8 years, high
Ooh.
school and college. And, it was hot, of course. And during the games, some people fainted or got heat exhaustion because we were wearing wool uniforms in
Oof.
August in
Could not imagine.
Florida. But I don't. It was just one of those things that that's just you. That's just what you do. I don't know. But now that I'm out of that, sometimes I'll walk outside and I'll just be like, "How the fuck did we do this?" like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Or well, we also had rehearsals kind of later in the day. They were usually from 6 to 8. And then our game day rehearsals were at 7 a.m. So it was like we tried to mitigate it as much as possible. But no, yeah, there were times when we were out there at 3, 4, 5 p.m. And then the football games are just absolutely brutal. Sometimes we'd usually take our jackets off once we got in the stands.
Yeah.
No, I will
And
stick to
unless it was
only going.
November.
I'm gonna stick to only going there in the winter, because, oh my, that sounds
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
Mr. Hackers,
Yeah.
please don't dox us.
Yeah.
Please don't
I
twack
could
us
pro-
down and unveil all of our little secrets.
Oh.
Please, Mr. Hackers, we're still live. We're so innocent and vulnerable. But yeah, I will now end stream.
Oh, you're still
That-
streaming.
Yes, the whole
Well,
time. The whole time.
I've outed myself as a band geek then.
Yes.
That's okay. I was also in marching band. I was a percussionist.
I act myself as a Disney connoisseur.
I advertise myself as a no longer streaming later, fuckers.